All right, man. Let's talk about this interesting story I seen on the Shade Room. I don't want to mess nobody's name up, so let's post it up here. And when I hit that second slide, boy, it took a turn for the best. South African actress Denise Zimba reveals her best friend since age of 14 have been having an affair with her husband. Um, Keisha culture or female culture is everywhere. Y'all be thinking, oh, go get your passport, go to the motherland, and there ain't nothing but some ashy hoes over there. You hear some of them stories from some of them women in the continent of Africa about how they sent their husband to the upper room and poisoned his soup and how they cheated with their fitness instructor. Man, if you looking for a wife, the motherland is just where you go play at. Brad been going over there slaying them for years. And I'm about to break this down. So thumbs up the video, share the video, join the Patreon. It's the only link in the description. So yeah, this ain't no surprise. This ain't them women. I told y'all the sisterhood is not the bro code. The bro code for men is, you already know what it is. We ain't supposed to be looking at our homie girl or mess with a girl homie mess with. Just a few of the laws that's hardly, followed anymore because these dudes was raised by women and act like women. Look at Drake doing LeBron. Right? So yeah, we hear stories all the time how women will backdoor another woman. They friend, to run their mouth about their husband and what he do or what he don't do, and complain about them, and then they'll turn around and go, and their best friend will turn around and backdoor for her husband or a boyfriend and say, well, you should leave him. He ain't shit, and whoop, whoop, whoop. Then y'all break up. She plant that seed, and then she go get with him. And most dudes so weak that they'll let a woman in sexually, and then the woman to just find her way into a relationship. But it get better. But Denise Zimba, a South African actress, expressed her profound betrayal upon discovering her best friend since she was 14 have been having an affair with her husband. Zimba revealed that this was the reason behind her friend's absence during her pregnancy, missing important milestones like birthday, baby showers, and bridal showers. And one thing about women today and a lot of these dudes, my thing is this: everything don't have to be public. Come on, man. You be thinking I'm embarrassed my significant other. Bitch, you embarrassing yourself. So there's nothing worse than, and women can't internalize anything. They got to say it. They got to come out. They got to come out and say it. They can't just bury it and I ain't telling nobody. No. I mean, one time I went to Jamaica with the lady from Baby Boy and got a train ran on me. It was just so empowering. I'm telling you. The lady that be on Corey Holcomb show from Detroit, Trina, she told her husband that she couldn't even hold it in. She was cheating on her. That she was cheating on him, and she had the kids come in the room and told the kids that she was cheating on him. And she told me, "You that made me feel bad." Like, get out of here. Always trying to play the victim role. You couldn't even like hold it in. You had to just tell somebody. You had to timestamp your wholeness. You had to hold it. You couldn't even hold it in. But he says nothing worse than finding out your best friend, she says, since you was 14 years old, have been having an affair with your husband. That's why she always goes to you when you were pregnant and never celebrated your birthdays and baby showers and bridal showers. And, it is what it is. Well, it wasn't the second slide. Hold on. Let's get to the third. Hey, man, it is what it is. And it's her husband, Brad. He said these pictures land really different now. He said the day of my wedding, your speech just 2 years ago, little did I know. They know everything. When they look here, let me tell you this. When women with a guy they really, really, really like, they ignore all the signs. They don't see nothing. When they would have got it, or they would have got they don't like, or they would a particular guy that they're ready to break up for, then they become private investigators. So when you start dealing with a woman and she start like snooping around or start saying you cheating and all that, she ready to lead a relationship. Or is she the one that's cheating? We're both. Because if you cheat, you ready to lead a relationship. Listen to me. So out the blue, or this girl you dating, she keeps saying you probably got hoes. That bitch damaged, bro. She damaged goods. She damaged goods. Listen to the kid. She damaged goods. but they willing to ignore everything for the guy they truly want to be with. All the signs was in her face. She said it. She didn't show it to my baby shower. She didn't do this. She was ignoring the signs. But if she was with a guy that she really wasn't sure about, she would have figured out a lot sooner. She'd have figured out a lot sooner. I'm telling you, she would have figured out a lot sooner about what was going on. When they would have got it, they really, really find super duper attractive. I'm telling you this right now, that they really find super attractive. I'm telling you, all that shit go out the window, and she probably gonna take them back. I'm telling you. I know y'all don't believe me. She probably still gonna take old buddy back. And we gonna talk about how deep this really go. So I knew when I met you, an adventure was going to happen. This is she telling her, I guess her husband. I knew when I met you, adventure was going to happen. I'll tell y'all, man. A lot of women, they prefer Brad. Brad is number one on the dating market. The adventure question was sleeping with your man. Damn. A lot of, and they say, well, black men are bad and all black men cheating. You know, black men are bad and Brad is better. Zaddy is better. Cool. Go fuck around and find out. And she did. They give us such a bad name. She fucked around and found out. You know, they so much better than us, but why do they see them as better? Because they see them as more powerful. They see them as more powerful. So a lot of their mindsets is hypergamous, but they just see them. That's why I say you see women say, I just like tall guys. It's primal. It's primal. They can't understand why, because they feel safer and they feel more protected with taller guys. That's just what it is. That's what it is. So, so when they look at Brad, they look at them as the most powerful. You know what I'm saying? They look at them having all the resources. You got to think about it. They came over there and colonized their country. You got to think about it. They colonized their country. They colonized their country. Think about that for a minute. They colonized their country, took their resources, and that's who you choose to be with. Come on, and that's who you choose to be with. Nasty work. Nasty work. Nasty work. And that's who you choose to be with. Come on. They just let you know the morality and all that go out the window. The morality and all that go out the window. All that go out the window. All of it go out the window. Because they see them as powerful. They see them as powerful. They see them as the uno. Even with all these people done, even all these what these people have done to your country, to your continent, and you choose to go marry one of them. Had the same problem in America. This let you know a lot of women, it ain't right in the head. They're not going off logic. They going off, okay, I'm just going who is stronger and more dominant, who has more resources and money. So when you hear women start talking about you got to make this, or they going for the highest bidder, that's just hypergamy. Most women just looking to sell. They just looking to buy in. They basically be looking to sell out. They just looking to sell out to get with for the highest bidder. So they see them as powerful. They see them as control. They see them as dominant. That's how they see them. So they have the same issue that we have in America. These black women, oh, I'll go get Keisha, I'll go get Brad, and everything happy. And then, Brad's the same as black men, and Bob, I hate all men, and you think they get a clue when they see her hear Becky talking about Brad. You would think they get the idea when they hear Becky talking about Brad. And they have this thing where, well, Becky is evil and Brad is not. That's what they believe. I'm telling you. I've talked to multiple black women. They believe that, where, both can come from the same origin, but one was the good twin and the other one was the evil twin. I'm telling you. That's why, when you start talking about, dudes just going to date and get who they want to get with, that's really why sleep next to the person who sees Brad as the better option. Go get you a Brad. And I hear this from some of the pro-black women. I done dated some pro-black women for real. Yeah, my dad's pro-black and this, that. Remember that Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill movie they had on Netflix? Where Lauren London? His dad was pro-black and she went over to date, she went over to a white dude. I've heard those stories in real life is real stories. Oh yeah, I was pro-black. I dated a white guy at once. I used to work with him, and I'm just telling y'all, man. They tell us to date and marry black women, but they tell them to go marry Brad. I'm telling y'all, man, these the conversations that y'all don't see y'all grandmothers and mothers having with the girls. This the conversation that y'all don't see or y'all don't hear. They love Brad because they have this fantasy that they are this immaculate guy that doesn't do no wrong. And I'm telling y'all, I know y'all don't want to believe me. I'm telling y'all what it is. So she gonna stick by him. But you think what his people then did to her country. You think what his people then did to her country, and that's why you can't let them lead. That's why you cannot allow them to lead. I've said it over and over again. This is why you can't allow them to lead. They're going off of natural instincts of who they believe is more powerful, who in power, who they see is more strong and dominant. That's why in this country they see Pookies and Ray Rays as strong and dominant, and they unstable emotion and reckless, and they see that as attractive and dominant, and they feel more safe and protected with them. This is why they didn't allow women to pick their husbands. This is why they didn't allow women to pick their husbands. This is why fathers and families and the men of the family picked the husbands for the daughters, because they didn't know what the fuck they was doing. So I continue to tell y'all, man, they can't even make easy decisions. They'll get with their known oppressors. And they can't even explain why to you. A lot of these dudes they get with the other, they don't be 6 feet. They don't make 6 figures. They don't treat them better. Nothing. The fact of the matter is, this is what they believe. They roll with who's more dominant. You'd be surprised. A lot of them slaves, they enjoy sleeping with the slave master because they were the master. They was in power. Women want to be with guys who have power. What about the MMA fighter and his wife? I think she was a fighter too, and she said he lost in the octagon, and the way he got beat up, it made her lose attraction for him. and she left him. They was white. That's what you got to think about. Certain things when you go through a relationship will never be the same with a woman. If you get beat up by another dude, you know, if you break down crying and emotional, you know, certain things will just never be the same. So like I tell y'all, man, like enjoy most of these women for a good time, not a long time. You got to understand it's just a good time. They're going to find a way to get bored and get out the relationship. Just know the signs. When they ready to tap out the relationship, just let them go. Don't ask why. I just about to drop a video on the Patreon. It'll be up by y'all see this. Don't ask why or nothing. They think Brad better. Let them go find out. And they find out 9 times out of 10 it's cap. So it don't bother me enough. Do what you want to do, swirl. I don't care no more. Can't say Negroes in Africa, in America, nowhere. So yeah, hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon. Won't be disappointed. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.